Hello ladies, welcome to my channel. My name is Mo, and on this channel and on this video we will be talking all things traditional womanhood, modesty, Proverbs 31, and today our topic is mental roadblocks about femininity. So we will be going into why do we as women have mental roadblocks into becoming more feminine and submissive. When we talk about femininity, a lot of the time women or society seems to put weakness and femininity in the same category, as women that are more feminine may seem to be more weak or perceived as weak and less intelligent. It is never worth it to sacrifice your femininity to prove your worth, your intelligence, or your strength. The Proverbs 31 woman is definitely a woman of strength. However, she is not masculine. Many of her traits are based in being a feminine and delicate woman. She is a woman that is strong in her ways. To be feminine is to express yourself in a womanly manner, the way that God has created us to be helpmeets, to be kind, to be meek and submissive, but never at any point to take advantage of the role that us women have in society over men, the influence we have over our children. There is a stigma that feminine women that are submissive are weak and not intelligent. So a lot of the time, women will then sacrifice their feminine aspects to become more masculine in order to prove their intelligence or even compete with men, not realizing that it is that same femininity that attracts masculinity. Step number 1 into overcoming mental blocks about femininity. We need to answer the question, what is stopping us from becoming more feminine and traditional? The stigma of what it is to be a traditional woman. The stigma is that traditional women are weak. The stigma is that submissive women are weak. That traditional and submissive women are weak and they are not intelligent. These are some of the things that stop us from being more feminine, because in order to prove our intelligence in this world, a big factor of the mental roadblocks about femininity is that women that are more feminine are less knowledgeable, are less intelligent than women that might be more masculine or career driven. Not to say that to be more career driven is a bad thing, but many a times we lose our femininity in order to go hard at work, in order to compete with our colleagues, in order to prove our worth. We end up sacrificing our more womanly qualities in order to stand out in a world that forces women to not embrace their femininity. We need to analyze what our problems are. There could be daddy issues or general men issues in terms of women that do not trust men, women that are more closed off to opening themselves to masculine energy, as well as trauma and abuse, whether you've had past relationships that have caused you to have traumatic experiences, childhood abuse, growing up in a one-parent household. A lot of the time as women take a lot of burdens on and overwhelmment that take over our life and our personality. We become these hard people. Be a critical thinker, not only of the world but also of yourself. Have standards for yourself. To be a high value woman is not only to look high value, but to have an inner high value, have inner femininity, sustainable femininity. You know, womanhood that is timeless is what will continue to produce and multiply. God blesses women that are prudent, women that use wisdom and knowledge. To be traditional is not to be an airhead, is not to not know anything. Traditional women are diverse and have many different talents that can even save a household, that can build up a nation, and definitely that can build up the men in society that we live in. Be feminine is to express yourself in a way that is calm, peaceful, loving, and kind. It is a way as women express our natural being. The way that God has created the Proverbs 31 woman is that she is strong, but she is not masculine strong. She is womanly strong. She's strong in the traits and the characteristics, the skills and talents that God has placed in her life and in her hands. I mean, the scripture says that she is blessed. Give her the works and the praises of her hands. Because as women, we're meant to take things and produce and multiply them. Sacrificing our femininity and womanhood in order to prove ourselves will never be worth it. You'll always feel like you're not being the best of who you were created to be. Women were created to be helpmeets. We are created to be natural nurturers. We're a kind and feminine, meek, and have knowledge beyond what this world even understands. And lastly, my last tip for overcoming mental roadblocks for femininity is to accept that we will be different from how this world is going. This world is going away from traditional lifestyle, from traditional womanhood. We need to be able to not compare ourselves to other people, as well as to be humble. The Bible and the Lord always talk about being humble. Humility is something that will take you into doors that money can't even take us. You know, if we have an attitude towards life, towards people, that is how we'll be perceived. To be a traditional woman does not mean that you do not face any hardships, that just because we display a more kind, peaceful, loving, positive, and happy disposition or character does not mean we don't have struggles. We definitely do have struggles, but we choose a more feminine approach to those struggles. We're more analytical about what we do. We have order. There's modesty. We go towards the people that we trust in order to hold us up. To be a traditional woman is definitely to step into the purpose that God has given us. So I hope that this video has helped another woman, another sister, another girl to be the woman that you believe that God has made you to be. That woman is definitely not a masculine woman. That woman is a flower, a feminine, delicate woman, a daughter of Zion, one to be compared to rubies and diamonds, a virtuous woman. So thank you, my sisters, and I hope that this video brings you peace and love.